Hello students, today we are going to continue with the chapter Simple Machines, and today we are going to first study with the first term, that is which I have just now discussed in the live classes, that is the mechanical advantage. Now, what is mechanical advantage? Mechanical advantage is the ratio of the load to effort. Okay, mechanical advantage is the ratio of load to effort. The ratio of load to effort is called mechanical advantage. In case of lever, mechanical advantage is the ratio of the length of the load effort arm to the length of the load arm. So the ratio of the length effort arm by load arm is called mechanical advantage. This is according to the principle of lever. Now in the previous classes we have seen what is the three types of lever, what are the three classes of lever, and today we are going to see what are the mechanical advantage of these three class of lever. Before that, let us try to understand a bit more on mechanical advantage. The value mechanical advantage is a ratio of similar quantities. So it has no unit. It is just a number. Like it can be 1.5, 1, 0.5, 2, 3, like that. If the mechanical advantage is more than 1, it means that you have to apply less effort than the load. And if the mechanical advantage is less than 1, then it means that you have to apply more effort than the load. So this is the value of the mechanical advantage. Now, for class 1 lever, what is the mechanical advantage? Let us see. MA for class 1 lever. Okay, MA for class 1 lever. Now, as we know, in class 1 lever, the fulcrum is in between the load and effort. So this distance, the distance between fulcrum and load, this is called the load arm. This is called the load arm. And this distance, this is called what? This is called the effort arm. Okay, load arm and effort arm. So the distance between the load arm, what is load arm? The distance of the point of load from the fulcrum. And what is effort arm? The distance of the point of fulcrum from the effort. Now, in class 1 lever, these two, load arm and effort arm, can be equal in length and any one can be bigger. So the mechanical advantage of class 1 lever can be either 1 or greater than 1 or even less than 1, depending whether the effort arm is equal to load arm, more than load arm or less than load arm. If effort arm is bigger than the load arm, means this effort arm is bigger than the load arm, in that case the mechanical advantage will be greater than 1. And if the load arm is bigger, the fulcrum is towards the effort and the load arm is bigger, in that case the mechanical advantage will be what? Less than 1. So in class 1 lever, the mechanical advantage can have any values, less than 1, greater than 1 or equal to 1. Now let's come to class 2 lever. We know that class 2 lever means the load is in between fulcrum and effort. Okay. So this much is the load arm and this much is the effort arm. So this is clear that this effort arm will be always greater than load arm. In class 2 lever, the effort arm will be always greater than the load arm. And so what will happen? The mechanical advantage will be always greater than 1, because effort arm is always greater than the load arm. So the mechanical advantage will be always greater than 1. So this is the example of class 2 lever. Okay. Now let's come to class 3 lever. In class 3 lever, what we are getting? The effort arm is greater than the load arm. In class 3 lever, what we can see? In class 3 lever, we see that effort arm is smaller. Effort arm is smaller and the load arm is bigger. So effort arm is smaller than the load arm. This is the example of class 3 lever. And hence, in class 3 lever, as the effort arm is smaller, so the effort arm will be smaller, and so the mechanical advantage will be always less than 1. So in class 3 lever, mechanical advantage will be less than 1. So let me sum up. In class 1 lever, MA can have any value. In class 2 lever, MA is less than 1, MA is greater than 1, and in class 3 lever, MA is less than 1. Okay, so study up to here. In the next video, we will go ahead.